Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Up next for Second Stage Theater is Steppenwolf's production of Tracy Letts' new play, Linda Vista. Under the direction of Dexter Bullard, it starts performances on September 19th at the Helen Hayes Theater, and we caught up with the company during a break in rehearsal.
Well, it's a play about a middle-aged guy who's run aground in his life. He's a bit of an anti-hero. He's challenging for audiences, but he's very funny. He's got a great sense of humor and self-deprecating sense of humor, and I think we sense that he's got a good heart, that he wants to do well, but he's a bit stuck in his life, and so it's about well, he's recently gone through a divorce. He's been living in his ex-wife's garage, and now he moves into his own apartment and tries to get his life started over again.
With all these incredible people that he meets and knows along the way.
Yeah, and we see some of his struggles, especially with women, as he tries to start dating again, and he has a. Well, he's just a very particular guy. You've read the play. He's a very particular guy with his own particular view of the world, and it's an interesting character study to see him, especially through the prism of the other characters he interacts with. You might be surprised to learn it was 10 years since I last had a play on Broadway. So Superior Donuts was 10 years ago. So I'm thrilled not only to have a play on Broadway, it's always exciting, but also to have a play that comes from Steppenwolf with my cast, our homegrown production. It just feels really great.
It's a great play. We started in Chicago at Steppenwolf a couple years ago, and then we did it in Los Angeles this past winter, and we're really excited for New York to see the play. We've had a lot of fun with it. It really is so much fun, and it's penetrating, it's poignant, and we just love to do it. We love to share it with people, and I've been lucky enough to do some plays that have been in other parts of the country and have come here, and New York has such a unique response to plays, and we always used to joke about how the New York response to August Osage County was like a hockey game. So hopefully we can, relive some of that and make it like a hockey game, because it is a lot of fun.
Every day, Tracy's still working on the writing of it, and yesterday we were peeing our pants. I hope that's not inappropriate to say. Laughing at these little quips he's adding, and it's heaven.
Yeah, it's a crazy delight. Tracy has a way of creating an atmosphere in the room that is both really focused on making great work happen, but also all making each other laugh, and his writing is dynamite.
It is literally it explodes.
He's got tons of one-line zingers, and it's just laughs after laughs that I'm trying not to break a character. There's something that he added actually this week, which is probably my favorite line of the play now, which is in the picnic scene, which you will see.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's the most random line and my favorite of the play. It's so nondescript, but you'll see what I'm talking about.
He lets the audience become a fly on the wall in intimate, very compelling moments in life that you don't realize are so impactful until you're sitting there watching and you go, oh my gosh, he just brought to life this experience that has happened to me that I haven't seen on stage before.
And he's not afraid to bring up the messy, the inappropriate, the disgusting, all of the different layers of humanness that
everyday human life.
Yeah.
Well, it's so interesting. This is, I think, the first play that Tracy's ever written that takes place on the West Coast. So there's tonally it feels so different from a lot of his other plays, and the scenic design of it is it's so beautiful, and it's so bright and spectacular, and it feels really evocative of California. And I think that Tracy's one of the best writers that's alive, writing plays. So to be able to say his dialogue and, get to work with Troy and Jan and Dexter and Tracy and, be around everybody, it's fantastic.
It's such a fine line between darkness and light. It's it's a mind blower. Every moment is alive on stage with Caroline and Jan. Those are the people I'm on stage with, and then listening to the play in the wings is electric.
I hope they walk away with having a big laugh. I mean, that's something Tracy and I talk about all the time. Often plays to take on something political or to take on something complex feel they can't be funny, but we know in the history of great plays, being funny is just a natural outpouring from truth. Yeah. So I think what's happening is they just want people to really be able to engage and not laugh because it's jokes or because it's yuck, but because you recognize so much of your friends, yourself. I'm hoping that some audience members don't have their marriage be compromised by seeing the show together because some of the issues that come up might split couples down the gender or down the politics of the bedroom. There's a lot of bedroom stuff. I hope people leave realizing that sex, can be funny and awkward and engaging, because right now sex feels kind of dangerous in a lot of our media and press. And this is a play where sex is actually what it is, a human thing we all have to negotiate.